How much of your life are you living in fear? And really, how much of your life are you living with an optimistic perspective? How are your decisions being made on a daily basis? Look at me, I'm currently walking right next to this water. It's beautiful outside. I don't think I'm doing anything crazy, but I would say if I fucked up right now, it wouldn't be too cool of a thing. And I would definitely look stupid. But I'm not operating from fear. I'm operating from gratitude, from grace, from love, from kindness, from being in this moment. And if I'm in this moment, I can't fall down. How can I fall down if I'm in this moment? You know when you start fucking up in life? Is when you start to think too far ahead, which is exactly why you fear things. You're thinking too far ahead. So now you're creating negative scenarios that are not real. They're not real at all. It's kind of like the idea of fearing death. Is death real? I mean, it seems like it. Is it here in this moment with you? No. So it's not real, because the only thing that is truly real is this moment. That's it. Nothing else. Oh, nice. This is a thicker... Let me show you guys. This is like a thicker path. The other one was definitely a bit sketchy. But essentially what I was saying was the idea of fear and how it's all about the future. And once you embrace the present moment and you stop living so far ahead in the future, fear doesn't exist. It just doesn't. You know what exists in this moment? Peace, love, gratitude. And for those who think, oh, this guy sounds like a hippie, or what is he saying? Bro, I'm telling you right now, if you were to meditate more consistently, do things in alignment with your consciousness more consistently, not indulge in alcohol and vices and all these things, bad behaviors, being, rude to people, whatever your vice or your bad habit is. If you were to do the things I'm saying, that becomes your state. Your state becomes love and gratitude, because you're living as if you had love and gratitude for yourself and for other people. The more you can act as if you had gratitude, the more you feel gratitude. And that's what people don't understand, is they think that like you can be a bad person and still have like peace and love within you just shining out. It's like, I'm of the believer that how you feel on the inside is proportional to how you are acting and conducting your life on the outside. And I'm not saying you have to grind super hard and do the things that I do and, become rich and all this. I'm not saying you have to do that, like a lot of these other YouTubers and influencers might be telling you. Look at that sun, it looks great. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is essentially that you can't do things that your consciousness is not calling you to do. So for example, stealing. That's something that I can't think of many circumstances where this is the good thing to do. For example, eating like absolute dog shit every day. I don't give a fuck if you want to be ripped or not, but really, eating like dog shit, just eating bad food all the time, that's gonna fuck up your inner energy. It's going to fuck it up. And there's levels to this. So the more you are aligned with positive action, the more positive that energy becomes. What I'm saying in this video is essentially the combination of Western and Eastern spirituality and self-improvement stuff. It's like the combination between like hustle culture and monk culture. Which is, should you work hard and should you do all these things and try to do in life. Essentially what it is you just keep doing things, right? The answer is yes, you should. if you're called to it. Now what you're going to see is most men, at least, are called to conquering and excelling in a lot of areas. It's just part of your nature to do so. So when you don't answer your call, you feel like you just have negative thoughts and bad energy. For example, I truly believe if I was like a woman, for example, I don't think I'd be as crazy grinding as I am. I think I'd be called to more connection. I'd be called to more loving stuff. Not as much grinding stuff, more loving stuff. I think it's more in their nature to be more loving and nurturous and helpful in that sense. So, I guess to wrap up my point with what I'm saying, guys, is you need both. You need the doing and you need the being. So the Eastern philosophy and spirituality talks a lot about being, like meditating and letting go and not trying to have desire, right? Which, like I said, there's good here, but it's not the full picture. Because if everyone just let go, had zero desire, didn't do anything, it's like, okay, well then how is civilization going to advance, right? So you need both. And really, if you're not happy in your life, it's because you don't have enough of the Eastern and the being philosophy handled in your life. I think a lot of your happiness is derived from that, your happiness and peace. And then the other one is like, if you don't have success in your life, then it's because you're not enough with the doing and stuff, right? They go hand in hand though. The more doing you do correctly, the more your inner world, your being becomes clearer and you have easier access to it. You have more peace of mind, basically. And then the more being you do, same idea. You're more in tune with your own self, with the present moment, which allows you to have more efficient doing. It's both. So don't forget today to work on those two things, which is doing and being. And don't forget to not operate from fear, but instead from these states, from these state of minds that you have access to at all times. If you want to work with me personally, I am an online coach. Link in my description to work with me personally. I got you. We'll talk soon. Peace.